Hello, everybody. Hope, you're all doing well. Well, it's that time again. Time for some good old Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I am rather annoyed that this game is one of those games where you tab out, you lose all the music. Because it makes having to do other things so... Ugh. It's like, really? Seriously, game? Why do you gotta do this to me? There we go. But, yes, we are just gonna continue on today. Thankfully, I was mostly on time. Mostly. Just gonna continue with Knights of the Old Republic. I will have a number generator ready, and I have a coin ready for when decisions happen. At least any decisions that you all in chat don't come to any kind of agreement on. Or just no one happens to want to have any input and more or less wants to really leave it to chance. Because again, this playthrough, you guys, or pure luck, is going to decide, how I turn out. Will I be pious, or will I be devilish? Alright, let me get that number generator I had going, at least ready on standby. Because I'll probably end up needing it. Alright, perfect. Google's number generator. That works for me. So, let me just load up our game, first and foremost. So we get a little more sound other than the ominous title music. The game will load. Beautiful. Okay, good. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, this is just me fucking around, don't worry about it. Hey, Nevermore, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. It's day 7 out of 10 for working right now, so... I'm well over the hump. The end is in sight. I'll be on days off soon enough. Alright, still playing the crap out of my game? Hell yeah. Love it. Clearly, you're enjoying Story of Seasons. Clearly. So, to just give a 7 out of 10, well, that is tough. Hey, what? Oh yeah, 7 of 10, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they intended it that way. I think what did me in was volunteering to work yesterday, which was Canada Day, well ahead of time. Just because the way days off work, I mean holidays work is, they really only will try to schedule people that want to willingly work. Because the store is actually only open for a shorter amount of time anyway. And I was like the only one in my entire department that said, yeah, I'll work. So I think because if I didn't say I would do that, I would have had yesterday off. And then it would have just been more of a split of, here's 5 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, 2 days off. I think it would have probably ended up like that. But because I agreed to work Canada Day, it just kind of probably just ended, just, oops, 5 days back to back like that in work week, so enjoy 10 days straight. But, whatever. Pay will be good. Pay will be good. And I'll be on my days off soon, then I just gotta go through another 5-day stretch after them, and then I go to having 4 days off in a week. At least for that week, which is fine by me. I'll take a slower week. It fluctuates a little like that. Some days, at times, I have 5 shifts a week. Some days, I only have 3. I'm okay with that. It's still fairly consistent, though. It's not like just kind of, okay, maybe you'll get a shift or 2 here kind of thing. It stays in a good range. I generally average about the same amount of hours worked in a 2-week work period. generally. So, yeah, it works. It all works out in the end. But Canada Day is great because it was essentially double time and a half. So I get paid my normal wage for working the time I was there. Time and a half for that time worked. Plus 8 hours because I worked a holiday. It essentially does work out to double time and a half. Which is fucking fantastic. An 8.5 hour shift, well, let me just do some quick math about that, actually. We'll do some very, very quick math with the help of a calculator, because I can't brain. Yes, I can't brain. Alright, so, that's 8.5 hours work, but an hour's taken off from lunch, so that's not gonna count toward it. So we do 7.5 times 1.5 plus 8. So I worked technically for 8.5 hours. And I'm going to be paid for nearly 20 hours of work. That is, on a slow week, that is how many hours I would get on a very, very slow week. Actually, it's lower than my slower week, so holy hell. And that's just one day on top of the 4 days previous. Or no, the 4 days coming up that I've got of that. Oh, I mean, I worked one today. Whatever. So it's that plus my usual. So let's add 7.5 3 more times. I think I did that right. Oh, missed one 7.5. Okay, yeah, this one work week is going to come up to about 50 hours, technically. I don't mean this in a bad way, I generally don't know. What is Canada Day? Oh, okay, oh yeah, that's right. Not from North America, you're over on the other side of the pond. Canada Day is just basically Canada celebrating its independence from well, the United Kingdom way back in the day. We didn't have a war with you guys to end it. We did it very, very peacefully and signed it, so it's technically our confederation. We separated from you guys to not be ruled by you, but we still have our connections here and there. We still have the Queen on a lot of our... Well, yeah, we have the Queen on all of our, you know, money. Presumably, that'll all get changed over to Charles in the near future. But we'll see. I mean, they probably will, but I mean, it's gonna be a lot. Actually, that won't be a lot. I mean, they'll have to finally change out a lot of the, a lot of the frickin', oh, what the hell are they called? I don't know, the molds or whatever stuff to make all the currency. They'll have to finally change that over to no longer have Queen Elizabeth's, headshot. Now it's gotta have, King Charles's headshot. Also, it is the Baron Bananas. Is that the Lumimari? I doubt that will be happening anytime soon. She's still on all our money. We're definitely going to be seeing her on our currency for a long time and a lot more frequently than we'll see King Charles. But that's just by the very nature of... She was the reigning monarch for how many fucking decades? How many decades on how many coins and bills and whatnot? Yeah, we're not gonna be forgetting her face anytime soon. No big ears on our money yet. Contacts Charles isn't like not a huge amount of Brits like him. We're just stuck with him. Yeah, I think that's the general consensus I've seen. No one's a big fan of Charles either. That's what I kind of get. Yeah, 70 years. Reigning monarch for 70 goddamn years on multiple different countries' currency. So we're going to be seeing her still for quite a while. Until they start saying, okay, bills at this point are no longer valid. Which, eventually they'll do. But even then, still, actually, what is, I'm curious about Canada. Canada... I'm looking for withdrawn notes at all. Yeah, you're getting me on a thing here. Oldest legal tender in Canada. Oh my god. Currently legal tender. Uh, 1, 2, 25. Okay, yeah, figured as much. Of course. Yeah, those are no longer, obviously. Okay, well... Going by this, it's looking like currency we had printed since the 80s is still legal here. So, yeah, it's going to be a long while before we don't see Elizabeth. Most Brits would either die before her or he would just abdicate and William be crowned instead. Yeah. Upside is like 76 with this poor health. Hopefully we'll be stuck with him for a decade or so. Unless he decides to just abdicate the throne partway through, like only like a few years in. And just give it to William anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to William. No matter what. Whether he just dies, gives it up, or whatnot, it's going to William. And at least he won't be a literal senior by the time he gets it, this too. Unfortunately, he inherited his mother's devotion to the job. Oh, God. Yeah, sorry about all the random monarchy talk here, Mari. We're just kind of getting into a thing. All from just asking, what's Canada Day? It's amazing how kind of topics we can just kind of get into here. Dropped from just explaining what Canada Day is, to talking about currency, to talking about the monarchy, to how much people hate King Charles. I am enjoying. Okay, good. Good. We're always gonna talk about really random, all over the place topics. We know that. That's like a staple of my damn streams. I can be doing literally anything, and then we'll just go on a tangent about something out of nowhere. Yeah, it is normal. That is normal, especially here. Okay, I still gotta say, the red looks really good on our player character. Also, I'm sorry, but even if it's polygonal, gotta admire that ass. The suit really defines that ass. So Funko Pop of Queen Elizabeth. I dread to think what it would be like if they make a Charles one. It would be 95% ears. But nevermore. They have one. It's Funko Pop Dumbo. It's Dumbo. Oh, God. I chose the wrong time. Oh, I hope it didn't spit it out on something really important or anything, you know, that's hard to clean. And you didn't choke either. Hopefully. What are my quests right now? I think I do a very, very, very minimal, trying to think of a word here. Summary of what happened last time. Lucky was on a blanket that needs washing anyway. Okay, good, good, good. Good, good. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad it wasn't like on your iPad or anything. Alright, so last time we didn't do anything too crazy. We just became a duelist in the dueling ring and managed to work our way all the way up to the current reigning champ, Twitch. Yeah, we still haven't beaten Twitch yet. Twitch beat us down. So, yeah, we gotta get a little tougher to be able to take on Twitch. Other than that, we just went to a droid shop, bought a droid. It exploded on us. Tried to get our money back. There was another droid there that was technically for sale, but wasn't because it was, yeah, being held for another buyer. After that, we toured another section of apartments here on Terrace. Found a random alien being accosted by some Sith troopers. So we did the only natural thing and murdered them where they stood. And took one of their uniforms. Then I got a hot tip about, what is it? Biker gang down below that might be helpful to us. Or might, you know, could come in handy. Oh yeah, just murder people. Totally normal. Oh, they're the bad guys. They're barely human anyway. And we want to get down to where that biker gang is into the lower city, but we can't because the Sith trooper at the elevator won't let us through unless both me and Karth have a Sith uniform, which is different from the base game. This is part of the mod, I'm pretty sure. So we have one Sith trooper uniform. We have one. We just need a second one, which we can get, but I have to pay a Sith trooper right now money, and she'll give it up. I think like 200 bucks, and I don't have 200 bucks. I know a quick and easy way for me to get money, though. And no, it's not playing Pazak, even though I kind of want to do it. You know what? I'm going to play a round of Pazak. Fuck it. Where are you? There's the asshole.
Pazak is not forever.
Yeah, we're gonna play one quick round of Pazak, aka Space 21. And maybe I'll get a little bit of money, then I'm gonna go sell some shit to get the money I need to give to this lady so I can get her armor. Yes, I went to the store, got a new loaf, murdered someone, chose paper bag instead of plastic, got the bus home. You're normal.
Confidence is inspiring in one.
Yeah, wage of the max. Let's go. Alright, let's do this. Well, I got 20. Right off the hop. Let's see what happens. Fucker. This game is rigged against you. I can tell you that right now. It's always rigged against you. There, I got 20. Yay! Also, as a reminder, I named my character Baroness Bananas because, of course, only one name worse than Baron Bananas is Baroness Bananas. God almighty. 5. That gets me to 17. Or I keep going and hope I don't get anything higher than an 8, which I don't think I will, so I'll stand. You know, end turn. Okay, that's scary. Best I can hope for right now is an 18 without breaking. So let's go for it. And I'll stand. Okay, we won. Gotta win one more set, and I got this. Scary, but let's do it. Fuck. Really? Such a noble house, much more sophisticated and well-to-do than Viscount Banana's household. Let's just go with 18 and stand. That's the best I can hope for. Fucking bitch and a half. That's the best I can hope for. I hate this fucker. Pazak is so rigged. I have to stand. I have no choice.
Pazak is not for everyone. If you have...
I'm gonna schwa all over you. You intimidated. I hate Pazak. But it's the only way to get money that isn't killing people. And there's only a finite amount of people you can kill. Yeah, just schwa 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 schwa. I'm trying to think of how I would want that as an emote. I really am. I've been thinking about it like really hard. Because I want it as an emote. I just don't know how I want that as an emote. Do I just want the words? Do I want like this kind of like, you know, this happening? Like, what am I gonna do for a schwa emote? I need to know. Because I want to make that. I want that made.
Welcome to the...
Okay, I'm gonna sell some shit. Okay, show my sell list. Okay, I don't need one of you. Jedi Baron doing that would be hilarious. I don't need... Why do I have 3 blaster rifles? I only never need 1. That should be more than enough. Okay, I think I cannot remember. It might have been... Might have been only 200 she wanted. It could have been 500. If it's 500, fuck my life. Oh, let's give it a shot. Alright, where is she?
Well, are you here to close our deal?
There we go.
200 credits gets you access to a set of Sith uniforms. Otherwise, we really shouldn't be talking.
I got your 200 credits. Should I try to persuade to make it go lower? What do you guys think? Just give her the 200 up front, or try to make her drop it? Nevermore says persuade. Okay. We're cheap. Not cheap, frugal. There's a difference. Alright, persuade. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
100 credits is a small fortune. I'll never have the chance to make that much in one shot again. Okay, you've got a deal. The trick is to get you the uniforms without the Sith knowing I gave them to you. But I've got a plan. I'm going to a party with some of the other Sith soldiers tonight. You show up.
Come on! Banana war!
Oh no!
Banana! Banana! Banana!
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Alof Nevermore.
Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting a sub. I appreciate it, and now I learned. It's hovering. Oh, okay, I gotta find my fucking alerts here, so they can be, you know, below the capture. Because that's just bad on my part. Oh my god, this does not want to work with me. Now it did. Yeah, almost. There we go. Now the new lure is on top. There, it won't be cut off. But, well, at least I learned something new. So again, thank you, Anonymous, so much for the gifted sub to Nevermore. Yeah, enjoy my few emotes. We have some of the Twitch standard ones in there that they can give you. You can use if you want. I got the 4 I commissioned. The banana one I kind of use. And the Pataroo I made in Pataroo Maker. I just decided to say fuck it. It's not a seasonal emote anymore. It's just gonna be there. Who doesn't love a good old Pataroo? Yeah, and now Nevermore, you've got the banana next to your name again. I'm actually a little sad. I'm actually a little bit sad about my little sub badges. I have one more slot available for them, but the sub badge thing I bought, it doesn't have one more to go in there. I used them all, so one slot for I think for 2 years is just gonna be empty. Which, I mean, no one's gonna reach 2 years probably other than me. Possibly. I don't know. I'm glad you like them. Made by Ginger Snap Cyrus. A very hilarious, very talented VTuber. Watched her for a little while, and when she opened her commissions up, I just hopped right in there. Because I was on the market for some emotes. And I always liked hers, so... yeah. But I gotta get more. I have a bunch of emote slots. I'm gonna definitely be trying to put some feelers out to get more. And try to figure out exactly what the fuck I want. That's the hardest part, is always figuring out what do I actually want. I want a schwa. I just gotta figure out exactly what I want to go into schwa. So... I can't just say, make me a schwa emote, and then people are like, what the fuck is schwa?
Come on! Banana war! Banana! Banana! Banana!
Anonymous just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you, Anonymous, again for gifting to Gardantar. Appreciate it a lot. You don't have to do that. I wish I knew who you were so I could properly thank you. You always just drop in here, drop in these anonymous subs. But thank you. I do appreciate it a lot. Also, more chances for me to see my alert because I like that alert. I don't know, it's some kind of setup.
We're in this together now. If either one of us goes to the Sith, we'll both end up in the torture chambers. Anyway, it's not like you have a choice. I'm not giving you your credits back. So you might as well show up at the party later and take the uniforms after we all get drunk and pass out. What could be more certain?
Won't you get in trouble if I steal your uniform?
I'll probably get a reprimand for not locking it up, but that's about it. Then, in another month, I'll resign and retire with all those credits you gave me. Here, I'll add the address of the party to your datapad. Show up there later. To be on the safe side, we shouldn't speak again before or after the party. I'll go make all the arrangements and I'll see you at the party tonight. Just remember, if you get caught with those uniforms, I don't know you.
Okay. We got our next quest. Invited to party. They're getting together in an apartment on the east side of the upper north terrace. Okay. I think I know exactly where that is. I think it's literally the same set of apartments that I murdered that first group of Sith troopers to get the first uniform I have. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, Terrace South. It's more Upper City apartments. I gotta go Upper City North, right? Yes. Okay. Can I schwa very quickly while just running and walking around? No, if I'm moving, I can't schwa. I have to be standing still to schwa. The very bottom end of the ponytail stays in the same place. You guys seeing that? Unless if you're not having like a seizure from watching this. The bottom of the ponytail is almost completely static. It's weird. It's just the way the physics was going. I was never able on the console version of this to be able to spam that as much as I just did. I'm glad I decided to fuck with that last time. That is my new favorite thing to do in this game. It's like OG Tomb Raider when the only thing that moved was her hair. Good, oh man, old ass Tomb Raider. Yeah, that's where I want to go, but I gotta go here to the apartments. Wait, why were there two apartments? What's the other one? There's a second dot. Oh, to Sith party. Okay. That's handy, actually. It's just showing right on here. I'll take it. So, alright, we're gonna go to a party, watch everyone get drunk and pass out. Then we're gonna steal a uniform. Yeah, I've definitely been here. The map is uncovered. She'd be leaping all over the place and her braid would bounce all over the place.
Hey, you made it. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Taresian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
And... yeah, they're out. Well, can't get anything from you. I swear, if this just okay, it does not just have a Sith uniform in it. Okay, it's probably this. Yep. There. Alright, me and Karth gotta take a ride on the dark side for a minute. Oh yeah, this looks fine.
I'm here.
I do have to admit, the Sith armor they made for this game I actually rather like it. They really do look more like faceless goons. Or even just, you know, like droids or whatnot in these. Much more than like stormtroopers. You get nothing from this, and that's awesome. They're just a continually moving force against you. So there, now we can get down the elevator shaft. In fact, if I talk to people, I'll have some different interactions. Well, let's talk to some Sith troopers.
Anything more boring than being out on patrol? I guess I shouldn't complain.
You're one of them Sith, ain't you? My mommy says I'm not supposed to talk to you.
You have a very deep voice for a child.
Please, don't hurt me. I'm just a simple merchant. I don't want anything to do with you, Sith. Please, just leave me alone.
See? They're all terrified of us. Just by existing and being in this armor.
Please, don't take me for questioning. I don't know anything, I swear.
Alright, we both have armor on. We should be able to go now, right?
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
I got experience just for wearing a uniform and talking to a man. I got experience for opening a fucking door. You kidding me? How close am I to a level up? Not that close. Also, I'm still a little more light-leaning instead of dark-leaning. Karth is more light-sided than I am. What the fuck? Alright, once I'm down there, I can take off this stupid uniform. As much as I like it, it's not exactly the best armor. I will admit that, it's not the best. So let's put on our proper shit. I wear that. Karth can wear, you know, just a combat suit. Regular shit. Regular stuff. I don't have anything to put on those.
What?
Karatumpa kunpaliya mokapata. Nanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun tong nabun siya nyunyan. Kapapol pa mulchi kamana.
Ichuta, yun patisa, imani chalora kun.
No. Well,
Kipuna. Kabatumpa kunpaliya mokapata.
it's a lot of words for like a lot of speaking for 2 sentences, buddy. Karth, you gonna do anything?
You asked for this!
Oh, hey, we won very easily. I'll take that. Anything else? Where the fuck were you? Yeah, we got another cantina. Gotta like cantinas. It makes me wonder where people get ideas from when they make alien characters. Yeah, this guy looks like a giant cracked wart with his face. Some freaky bug dude. I don't need some tentacle blob. Yeah, they really takes someone else to create this shit. I wonder what's the first recorded, like, alien design, truly. Is it just the Greys? Are Greys the first aliens, like, designed and made? In pop culture, or is there something more? That'd be something interesting to know. Also, who the hell are you? Yuria?
Ci gratuita, pograshi onion kompa chintomo muchuba. Lodanita kun. Kachi kun ita
Oh my fucking god.
Ikin kuno bamulet. Takum justak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga.
Okay, he sells Pazak cards. Well, let's see what you got for sale. Okay, all honesty, he's actually got some okay cards, like... My starter deck only had the +1 through 5 cards, but this gives me some negative cards to use, and the oh-so-valuable and useful plus and or minus cards. They do exactly what you think they do. They could act as either a plus or a minus. So eventually, you kind of want your deck full of these guys, not these actual individuals. You want the plus and minus ones. They're very much more special and good. But I'll worry about that later. What the hell's Gelroot?
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelroot. Are you a Pazak player by chance? It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been banned from the Upper City Cantina.
Yeah, why were you banned?
A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. There's no justice. My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the Upper Cantina. Since then, I've been desperate to find a match.
I don't know if there's possible alien connections to certain tribes of Native Americans. One story includes a metal bird. Where did they get that inspiration from? These stories were invented long before the settlers invaded, possibly centuries before. Yeah! Even all myth and stuff, things like that, they all have some kind of basis in truth. Somewhere. And, they didn't exactly have a lot of true written documentation of that kind of thing, and it's hard to replicate any of that. So yeah, what the hell are they seeing? A metal bird. What the hell are they looking at? Where could they possibly get that kind of inspiration? Yeah, fuck it, I'll play this one.
Excellent. My funds were getting somewhat low.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Like one Pazak game with this guy. These plays are fairly recent in the scale of time. What in their mind thought, oh, here is this material. What if there was a bird made of it? Yeah! There we go, I got 20. Motherfucker. Do I chance it? Do I just go with the 5 and stay? And, you know, end my turn? Or do I end my turn now and hope I don't get something higher than a 7? I'm gonna try to hope for something not higher than a 7. Okay, no matter what, I'm at fucking 18, so I'll stand. He's probably gonna get 18 or just 19. He got 19. Of course he did. This is risky. Knew it. Yeah, that's bullshit.
You played well in our last match, but luck just...
I ain't fucking...
If you want to ask questions, go talk to Zax in the bounty office. He knows everything that's happening on Taurus. I'm just here to play for Zach. So do you want to play or not?
No.
If you're ever looking for...
Oh god, I don't care. I lost 40 bucks. Whatever.
Go away.
Kiskanichu, Kimba Muliraguanaji, Kimba Nokunixat Abon, Kakincha Nawabakaon, Tung Abashun Ni Chunchi.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa Kurpaiya Mokapata. Chiyoka Kutumpa Kurpaiya.
One.
Oscar, Kiskanichu, the Hupa Botenia go Gigi Piti.
Kipuna. Kavatumpa kupalea mukapata. Chiyoka kutumpa kupalea. Two.
Chiyokaku, Kimba Muliraguanaji, Kuyani Juski Chika Nai, Uba Baska Dwana Chichopa Muska, Kiskadasoki Kupa Bona Natachu.
Kune Hudu. Ranunu Prata Donko Shirkasha. Jum Apike. Three.
Well, they're dead. Hey, free money. And stuff. The man was gonna... Yeah, whatever. I mean, he threw a fucking grenade. There's even cave drawings of metal men. This is traced back to as before the Neolithic period, before they started using stones as tools. Yeah, this... I don't even... That's why looking back at actual human history is rather fascinating, and trying to figure out what did they see and could possibly interpret as some of these things, or are we the ones interpreting what they've left behind as like wrong? There's a lot that goes into it. What the hell is... Huh. I'm wondering what the hell that is. It's clearly something that I'm sort of seeing. Also, yay, another fucking hut. Oh my god, you don't need to use that many guttural noises to say this simple line. Who beat Devik? Okay. Davick's bounties in a government office? Even with historical research in general, we can only guess so far. It's not like we just go back and ask them, which then leads to the question, what is actual history and what is guesswork? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what? He literally is like just a slug with arms. That's a wonderful hut for you. God. God, fucking huts. Disgusting. They're gross. Nasty. Ugh. But that's the point. They're supposed to be gross. Especially Jabba. Just a nasty, gross gangster who made a princess into his scantily clad slave. kinky. Alright, let's find out about some bounties, because that'll get me money. Why not?
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of the victims. Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
How do I collect credits for these contracts? Yeah, that's how it works. The honor system. That's totally how it works. Yeah, I just know everything that's happening, so if you kill any of these guys and come back and tell me, I'll know it's true. I'm gonna believe you. Sure. That's just how contract killing works, right? So yeah, I totally did it. Yeah, I'm going now. So, well, now I got some more quests I can do. All these bounties. The only way I'm going to do this bounty is if some stuff. I.e. do a lot of stuff for that. Okay, I have some questions to do with Luke and Leia. I know they're brother and sister. I've seen the prequel series, fangirled over R2, and admired adult Anakin as long as he didn't speak. Do you think that they were always intended to be brother and sister? Because for a long while in 4 to 6, they get real shippy, and then out of the blue, he's my brother. Definitely not. They were definitely not intended to be brother and sister. That was most certainly like a last-minute thing they kind of threw in for Episode 6. Because, I mean, look how Leia acts around Luke in Episode 5. She kisses him a few times, is very worried, more like beyond what could just be like a friend worrying. It's like there's a little more deeper connection there, and I think even then they were trying to play some kind of potential love triangle between Luke, Leia, and Han. But then all of a sudden, Episode 6 is like, oh yeah, Leia's your sister. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna ignore that kiss I had, huh? Also, the previously mentioned slug dude in her slave girl costume. Hey, the fandom has now decided to redub Leia. She's in that costume, she's no longer Slave Leia. She's Hut Slayer Leia. She does in fact kill Jabba, chokes him out with her own fucking slave chain, which is just so goddamn metal. Like, so metal. Disney, you acquired one of the more badass princesses around. We got a lot of random bounties here. Yeah, they were they were most certainly not intended to be brother and sister. That was just something added in for that last movie, and well we're just kind of going with it now, which is fine. I mean, I think it worked out in the end. I think, at least. Still, just does completely come out of nowhere. A lot of things come out of nowhere. What do you think about it since Disney bought it? I've not seen any of them. I was done after the original 6. Ooh, you're opening up a decently sized can of worms here, Nevermore. What are my thoughts on Disney Star Wars? Ooh. I'll limit it to just the new movies. Then again, I was never a Star Wars fan personally, just loved R2-D2. I mean, how can you not love R2-D2? He's great. I love the little bastard. So, thoughts on Disney Star Wars Episode 7. The Force Awakens. It did retread a lot of ground A New Hope did, but I think that was okay, honestly. It was almost like, it was basically like a soft reboot for a new generation of Star Wars fans. I liked it well enough. They used the original cast decently well, Han now essentially being the Obi-Wan, at least for a short while. And Leia just continuing to be Leia, badass behind the scenes kind of thing, which, cool. And the new characters are alright. I liked all of Finn's entire story of just being a disillusioned stormtrooper. He actually finally sees the real effects of what his job entails, and he doesn't like it and leaves. And Rey just being a random girl on a desert planet, suddenly becoming one of the most important people in the galaxy is, you know, something. I know someone that absolutely loathes the bad guy with her soul. Is he Leia's son? You know the one I mean? Oh, you're talking about Kylo Ren. Alright. Kylo Ren. Might be a little controversial. I like his character. It twists what has been going on in all the other series, like every other movie. He is someone on the dark side attempting to resist the pull of the light. We always get the opposite. We got, you know, someone good, a Jedi, trying to resist the temptation of the dark side. But now with him, we got the complete opposite. He's someone on the dark side trying to resist the temptation of the light. He doesn't want to be redeemed. He doesn't want to be good. He wants to be bad. He wants to be Vader. He has, I mean, the temper tantrums are a bit much, but he is, like, kind of a guy. Actually, he's not even really a kid. I think technically he's supposed to be, like, around 30. And yeah, a lot of people don't like him just because he acts like a very angry child. Just literally throwing a temper tantrum and hitting things with his lightsaber when things don't go well. And also some people are still a little mad at him for murdering Han. Yeah, he was tempted to join the dark side. He did, and throughout that whole movie, he kept talking to Vader's burnt helmet, trying to, you know, get him to help him delve himself deeper and deeper into the dark side. You want to stay firmly planted there. Yeah, Han is his dad. Leia is his mom. He does murder Han. That was the last bit of his training, apparently. Murder his own father. He apparently needed to do it to, you know, just really, yeah. He really wanted to separate himself from his past. And he did it that way. Just to prove his old identity is dead, he just murdered one of the last ties he had to it. Luke basically killed his dad. Yeah, but he also redeemed him in the end, and actually, technically, Vader killed himself? Technically? Kylo just straight up shanked Han and then dropped him down a bottomless shaft. But I think Episode 7 was a good starting point for new Star Wars under Disney. Episode 8. Yeah, they kind of have a few issues with that one. I mean, Kylo keeps trying to be more dark side still, even destroying his own mask and trying not just to be Vader again. He's trying to make his own identity and literally get rid of the entire past. So he just stops worshiping Vader, essentially, after his own master, like, just tells him that. He basically tells him you're cosplaying as your grandfather. That's dumb. That's useless. You're weird. And then, and I did. Oh, disconnected. The hell? Oh, we back? We back? Just waiting. Interesting. Complete and full-on disconnect. I wasn't even paying attention to the bit rate. Good thing the recording's still going. Just give that a minute or two. Just gonna let everyone else in the chat know. There we go. So yeah, sorry Twitch side. Yeah, just kind of dropped for a second. Just everything just kind of went out for a second. But we're back. We're all good. We are all good now. I apologize. That's the joys of just the Wi-Fi. It'll happen from time to time. That's okay. Not a big deal. It came back regardless. I just got to buy new power line adapters because I'm pretty sure the one day when it got really hot, it may have fried one of them. So now it gets too hot too quickly and disconnects. So yeah, I gotta look into that. But you know, the Wi-Fi does well for now. Actually, I haven't had that many issues, which is good. All right, where was I again? Okay, episode 8. Seeing Luke as this broken shell of his former self and thinking very realistically about the actual situation, him realizing, even if I show up there, it doesn't mean we're going to automatically win. You think just because I walk in there with a lightsaber, it's like, ooh, the day is won kind of thing? No. He became very jaded and was looking at the big picture overall and how it was just kind of pointless. It's like, anytime the Jedi did anything, it always ended terribly. Even at their absolute strongest, they let themselves be killed off. And then they had this whole subplot with Finn and someone on the Resistance side that just kind of happened, and So Last Jedi was just kind of an okay-ish movie. I did like how they had Rey just like, you're not special. Your parents were nobody. You're just a literal nobody. Yeah, you don't have anything. Your parents don't matter. You don't come from some prestigious line of people. You're just a random girl. But I mean, that helps enforce a message of anyone can be a hero, which I kind of like. Literally anyone that rises up and takes a stand can be a hero. It doesn't matter where they're from or who they are, kind of thing. And then we get to the big problem, that is Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Why did Palpatine have to come back? I mean, I like Sheev, I like Palpatine. Why did he take a 30-year dirt nap before deciding to come back? Why did Kylo Ren immediately decide to serve him and this massive army he somehow managed to build up in secret over 30 years? Why is Rey suddenly his granddaughter? Like, just... why? Just why? Why is Finn now no longer an important character? Like, at all? He doesn't really contribute much of anything anymore. He had a lot of promise in episode 7, and it just kind of went away. He was this disillusioned stormtrooper, and now he's just some guy who's there simping over Rey. It's just a trilogy that got worse and worse as time went on. They went into it with no plan. I mean, part of the Rise of Skywalker's problem was... oh, shit! Rian Johnson really fucked things up. Now I gotta rewrite this trilogy in one movie. And then, oh shit, this is gonna be Leia's movie, but Carrie Fisher died. Alright, now we gotta use whatever deleted scenes from The Force Awakens we have, redress Rey back in her old outfit, but slightly different again, just so we can still use that old footage. And then just do random crap CGI face meshes to make a younger Leia. Just to prove, yeah, she was a Jedi at one point. Alright, welcome back. Just my Wi-Fi thing just completely cut out entirely. I think it might just be my adapter itself not playing nice with my USB ports. It happens from time to time. But we're back, and you just missed my whole rant about how episode 9 was just a piece of shit. I mean, it wasn't really long of a rant. Just a lot of questions. Namely, why did Palpatine come back? Caught some of it? Okay. Yeah, why did Palpatine come back? How was he able to build an army? Why didn't he die after, you know, being thrown down a shaft 30 years ago? Why does Kylo Ren immediately serve him? Why is Rey his granddaughter? No, not his daughter, his granddaughter. She's the daughter of one of his failed clones. Because we needed more cloning. All because Palpatine wanted to clone a new body, but they couldn't apparently handle his, you know, I don't know, I'm gonna call it his cancerous-ass soul. So they kept degrading, but apparently Rey was the perfect one. She had the Force potential, and also, I don't know, I guess Palpatine just wanted to be a chick now? He couldn't have had any of his other failed clones go out and have a daughter, like a son. So he's going to inhabit his granddaughter's body. It's like, I have boobs now. I shall rule the galaxy. I mean, I'm sure a good chunk of the galaxy would bow down to boobs, but still. Seemed like they made it up as they went along. Yeah! Yeah, they really went into this trilogy with no actual true long-term plan, from what we could tell. I mean, J.J. Abrams kind of set something up in 7. Then Rian Johnson fucked it all up in 8. And then J.J. had to try to do damage control for 9. It didn't go well. So, yeah, not exactly the biggest fan of, the sequel trilogy. I don't wish they didn't exist, like a lot of people did, and saying, nah, just ignore them, make new movies to replace it kind of thing. They exist, I just gotta live with it. There's some good parts. Again, I like the entirety of Kylo's thing of being a dark side user resisting the temptation of the light side. That is something somewhat newish. I mean, there's probably been a lot of expanded universe where stuff like that has happened. But that's something I like. Yeah, the other two trilogies did have a bit more of a plan. I mean, the original Star Wars was a massive thing. It just got cut down a lot. Kinda. Well, I mean, the first movie was super long, and then they ran over budget. They filmed a lot of useless scenes, and A New Hope just got saved in the editing room. Prequel trilogy is how Anakin became Vader, and the second was Luke finding out he was Vader's. Yeah. I mean, it is... Technically, the prequel, original, and even the sequel trilogy is the Skywalker saga. It focuses all on the Skywalker family. Rey just kind of inserted herself into the Skywalker family. I mean, do you really want to go around introducing yourself? It's like, hi, my name is Rey Palpatine. Because people are going to trust someone with the last name Palpatine after what he fucking pulled. Oh, God. I like Palpatine, though. I like Sheev. He's a fucking mega chess master. I love that about him. And he's just so happy being evil. The dude relishes in being evil as fuck. Where I say Disney has hit it out of the park with Star Wars would be with stuff like The Bad Batch in Mandalorian. That stuff I enjoy. I like The Bad Batch a lot. Yeah, they were characters introduced in unfinished Clone Wars episodes that Disney finished themselves, which also, thank you, Disney, for doing that. Actually making all those episodes that just didn't happen because you fuckers canceled the show before they could finish it. But regardless, I like The Bad Batch. I like what they were doing with them. They made more of the show we like. Everyone loves the Clone Wars. Now we got another. They just gave us another show following clones around, just in the Empire era, and I like it. Seeing how they adapt to this new changing galaxy. I like that one a lot, and it's trying to make some ties to the original and even the new trilogy. Trying to set a few things up, and then The Mandalorian, that's just a banger of a show. That's just a great live-action show in general. I absolutely love The Mandalorian. All 3 seasons. I think some have some issues with the last one because the focus was slowly going away from Mando himself. Which, I mean, whatever. Still a good show. I enjoy it. The action's good on them. Giancarlo Esposito plays a great villain. And it's amazing how much emotion and acting you can get out of people when their face is covered most of the time. I think I have some Clone Trooper Lego minifigs. I think from the pictures you posted before, I did spot a few of them. But yeah, that's where I think Disney Star Wars is actually at its best, is with the TV shows like that. I didn't watch Andor. It didn't really click with me. I was trying to watch the first episode a long while ago when it was like coming out and stuff, and I couldn't really make it past like the first, I don't know, 20 minutes, and then I just kind of shut it off. It didn't click with me, but from what everyone is saying online, Andor is actually a very good show, so they're doing something right with the TV shows. The movies, not so much. They have like 4, they have blue stripes on the Stormtrooper armor. Oh, okay, that'd be 50, yeah, that's 501st Clone Trooper then. Everyone loves the 501st. Even if they were the ones that are primarily killing the Jedi in the temple. Where are we here? Oh yeah, I want to talk to these people. Just cuz. Okay, one way to confirm it, I'll have to take a photo of one. If they got blue stripes coming down the helmet, over the face, and then at the chest part it kind of splays out, then it's definitely 501st Clone Trooper. Like, that is just distinctive. Ooh, I actually get a bit of a choice here. 1, 2, or 3. What are you talking about? Who are you? Or I don't like your tone. Yeah, that is 100% a 501st Clone Trooper. Yep. That's 501st. AKA Vader's Fist. I mean, they get that name later. Obviously. But still. They're the best of the best of the best. And at least in the old canon, they were the only later Stormtrooper Legion made up entirely of old clone troopers still. So yeah, what do we think, guys? What are you talking about? Who are you? Or I don't like your tone. Do we threaten this man? I mean, we have a sword in our hand. I can schwa all over him if I wanted to. Really had no idea. Photo series from R2 minifig was one of the main characters, so I collected a bunch of Star Wars minifigs. We are a cheap asshole. So I'm gonna say 3. Let's go with 3.
Manaman atota. Hakiju krata pola shui chongatong. Chongkino bunka mulera kunkile. Kunkile no ba. Watende chokolo.
Okay, he's not impressed we threw a tantrum, so fine. I wanted some stormtroopers and they're close enough. Yeah, that's fair.
Pograshi onion komba chintono muchuba. Loda ita kun. Ida patisa batua kachatu tong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo takun justach miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita botunga. Toldobank wale oganda naru chuchut. Shi gratu loda pograshi onion komba chinton.
Yeah, okay, so he's trying to audition some girl for the dance, but she doesn't have a partner. Maybe, yeah, fuck it, fine. Well then. No, I want that. I'm just gonna, at the very least, save the game right now. I gotta remember to save a little more often. That's something I always have an issue with, not saving enough. Alright.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu, yinkin kun noba mule rachi, ti umpa do puntakrita, akti kondo una chabachisa wanki, ti toki grantu conchita.
Yeah, fuck it. Actually, why don't you have a partner? I want to know that before I immediately, you know, offer myself to be your dance partner.
Kipuna, bonanakichu, kinpa mule radwana, don kinpa no kudnok nek, kavanumpa kumpialia monokata, ranga kun biskin no mono tangabun shan omnong, wanga kun biskin ba mularak, choni kun tun gigi.
Some of these languages, oh man, I think they just hire a bunch of people, put a voice recorder in a room, give them a big bag of weed, and just say, have fun. Whatever shit they babble, that's the language. I think... I mean, this game is going to reuse a lot of the same noises for aliens that don't speak English. That's just to, like, you know, obviously save on, you know, space. So it's like, yeah, just the same voice file over and over, copy and paste throughout. But they do technically all have specific languages on here. I know at least one of them is straight up, like, just an actual language here. Like, you know, in IRL. Yeah, one of the characters in episode 6 that was co-piloting the Millennium Falcon with Lando in the third act, Yeah, the language he was speaking was actually Kikuyu and Heya, apparently. Because the actor for it was Kenyan someone from that was a Kenyan student and a native speaker of which language? Kalenjin? Kalenjin? Who are you? Yeah, someone from Kenya. Yeah, that's it. Just somebody from Kenya. Just, yeah, the voice they use, the language he spoke was just an actual real language, which I think is pretty interesting. So cool they put the language in like that. I think he might have done it on his own? Not 100% sure. Might have done it on his own. And I know a lot of what these characters and the big slug people speak is called, at least in universe, Huttese. Which I don't know if we can have a full language of that yet here. Can you actually learn Huttese? Ah, okay. So we can't... Okay, so yeah, a common other thing besides, you know, English in Star Wars is Huttese. And unfortunately, it's not something we can actually speak IRL. It's not an actual language, formed language like, say, Klingon or Elvish. Yeah, it's not something you can go to, like, night school or something to learn, unfortunately. It's not that in-depth. But yeah, at the very least, one of them is one language in Star Wars is just straight up the language here, IRL. Oh, do I just offer to be your partner or say give me money and I'll be your partner? What do we think? Are we gonna just be that much of an asshole? Just give me money and then I'll dance with you. It's like, you want this audition to happen. I did see an interview where the actor that played adult Anakin, they told him to make the language up when the character went back to his home planet. Yeah, at that point, I know exactly what you're talking about. I believe he is supposed to be speaking Huttese there. So yeah, they probably just told him make some random noises for 100%. Yeah, he'd be speaking Huttese. Just because at least of Anakin's, you know, actual, you know, character backstory and everything in that series. He grew up a slave and surrounded by, you know, on Tatooine where Huttese is one of the primary languages spoken, so it would be something he knew. And obviously wouldn't just kind of forget. He wouldn't forget how to, you know, wouldn't forget an entire language overnight like that. Plus, it would kind of come in handy, because Jedi kind of go everywhere, and there's a lot of criminals everywhere that like to only speak Huttese. You say we'll be nice for once? Okay, we'll be nice. How do I know you're any good? Alright, what do we try to persuade her with? How hard can it be? I'm good enough to get you through your audition. What other choice do you have? Or, you're right, I can't dance. Later. Just realized something. Shouldn't there have been an ad break by now? Yeah, there should have been. I probably got reset because of, me disconnecting. So that probably got reset entirely. Now, asshole, what other choice do you have? Oh my god, it didn't work. I'm actually gonna check right now what it says the next ad break's gonna be. Like, when? Oh, yeah, definitely. It 100% did get reset. Because the next ad is going to happen in about 40 minutes. Which I'll probably end before we even get to that ad. So, hey, look at that. You guys kind of get no ads, sort of, this time. For this stream. Enjoy. Also, actually, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Nevermore. You have a sub now. You're not going to get ads. You're not going to get ads at all now that you have a sub for the month. So you're good. You're solid. You don't have to worry about it now. Yeah, so an ad probably did go off a little while ago. That's why it's at about 40 minutes now. Yeah. Yeah, so an ad definitely did go off. Just you're not going to see it now because you got a gifted sub. So yeah, the main benefit of a subscription, ad-free viewing. So yeah, enjoy that for the month.
Rundi Ichawa Tombola Johnny Poo. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha.
Stream undisturbed.
Miki Grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolnobank. Wale Oganda Naru Chuchut. Runda di Hodunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching.
Genchopa Chawi Tichok Tweez Yun Kun. Patuyama Kama Wona Henak Neck.
Complicated. The closer we dance, the more we impress.
Bona na Kachu.
Get too close.
Wanga Kum Kiba Boom.
Uh-huh. You're just kind of doing a thing. Very close beside her. Let's try that. What the fuck is that?
Kavadumpa Kapalia Monapata. Bonanak with him and Bonrang Thong. Muli.
You can tell they were working with very limited animation. Yeah, run around in circles. God fucking damn it. Let's just go close beside. Let's see if I fall over again. I didn't fall over that time.
Boragantong. Mulira Shang Turung ni.
With him and Bonrang Thong. Mulira on Shantori.
Okay, keep it simple. What? God, this is so dumb. Looks like GTA 3D era strip club. Yup. Ruin Lynn's audition by taking a dive. Alright, Nevermore, and anyone else in chat, I'm leaving it up to you guys. What am I doing? Dance beside? Very close face to face? Or I just fuck up the audition for her entirely? I leave her fate up to you. Alright, what's be nice though, Nevermore? 1, 2, or 3? What do you think is the correct option? I'll be honest, I don't know what is. You say 2? Alright, 2 is a going once, a going twice. Sold. God, this is so fucking... Our lower body barely moves. Well, it worked out.
Shagji Kina Lorcha Watamwana Kin Kun Shishikin.
Bucha Hatonga ya Fulke. Jachiska do Punta Casa Baka. Bana.
Mokao Danya Foki. Chachiska do Punta Kakaspaka. Bano Oto. Gigi Hakuji Lorcha Kin Kuna. Vamole Rigikun.
Well, fuck you too.
With him and Bonrang Thong. Mulira on Shanturing ni Patoga Wanga Chon.
Well, at least I got experience for that. And I didn't fuck her up. Need to go refill my drink? No worries. No worries.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
Kuyami juski chika nai. Tong patoga smaktilia. Dabi yubong kunki pangpa. Tong itwamaji human ak ikatune.
Who you call a little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu konchi. Jiskadasoki kupa bona na chachu.
Just a sec, boys. Zalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Jiyokaku. Kimba muira bonaji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Ubabaska dwana chichopa muska. Jiskadasoki kupa bona na chachu.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Don't mess with a Wookiee. Ever. It's always gonna end terribly for you. I'll tell you that right now. Make sure I save. God, I got all these fucking bounties. I got the Vulcar Shock Stick, I got the Achani Ritual Brand, and all this stuff. I need more of these. Well, I can talk to them.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
We speak the same language!
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terra, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulcars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
Yeah, how do a Wookiee and a Twi'lek become friends?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
Questions?
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord.
Alright. Tell me about Davik.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations. The Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange.
So these aliens have the same facial structure as humans. Like, no alien ever said, "Stop staring at my butt." A human looked them in the face. Well, I think it was Star Trek 6? I think it was 6. At one point, Kirk punches a guy in the chin and he goes down, and yeah, apparently that wasn't actually his chin. It was something else was hanging from down there, and he just straight up clocked it. Yeah. He implied a ball sack on his chin. Men in Black is just such a guy. I enjoy it when he literally had chin balls. Men in Black is just a fun movie, honestly. It's fun as hell. All those alien designs they came up with, and then somehow trying to incorporate them into, like, how would this not look out of place in the real world? Or taking something that's somewhat normal in the real world and somehow manage to shove an alien in there somehow. Just, the machine that tosses out, shoots out letters? Oh yeah, it's just a multi-armed alien that's just literally chucking them. It's like little shit like that. They come up with such creative alien designs. Shit like that really made you think for a while. Yup. Such a good movie. Men in Black is such a good movie. I enjoyed Men in Black 2 a little bit. I haven't actually seen the thing all the way through. Men in Black 3? Was there a third? I think there was a third. I don't really remember much of it at all. And I did not watch Men in Black International or whatever. Like, wondering what normal thing around you wasn't actually normal. Mm-hmm. It really changes your perspective on a lot of things. Especially for a kid watching that, and then your imagination just literally runs wild.
There's only 2 gangs worth worrying about here in the lower city. The Black Volkers and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Beck. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Volkers, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Alright.
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Volkers, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of terrorists. This gang war in the lower city is totally the Volkers' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
I definitely seen Men in Black 1, possibly 2. I kind of remember scenes where he traveled back in time, where he saw his dad died. That is 3, I believe? Yeah, I think that's 3 that had time travel, because of course they have time travel. Why wouldn't a have time travel? Like,
Kalanord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him.
Yeah, we saw that.
He hangs around Zack's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber.
Why is he here?
I figure Kalo's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
Almost certainly.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
I got 60 experience for just talking to him. Fucking Wookiee. I'm in your way, Zelbar, I get it. Yeah, we were talking about Star Wars and say my opinions on them. Alright, go ahead. I'll just kind of stick around, see if I can do anything else. If I even want to do any more mega plot stuff. I'll probably look around a bit more. Oh, that's that guy. Yeah, you're part of a bounty.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the Twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. Don't worry, honey. Alien girls aren't really my thing. I'm much more interested in an attractive female of my own species.
Episode 1, really didn't like it. It was okay. A lot just wasn't there. It wasn't bad. It was only one missing from the first 2 shows in my DVD collection. I didn't mind that. Okay. Episode 1 is very mixed for people. A little too much political talk, I guess, throughout the entire movie, but soundtrack was great as always. You got our introduction to much more fast-paced Jedi battles. Who doesn't love that pod race? I love that pod race section. That was just fun. Keep your hormones in check. Okay, I have to say this. Keep your hormones in check. Just want to ask some questions.
I don't like the tone of your voice. I work for Davik Kang. I'm used to people treating me with respect.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna override all your decisions right now. I'm just gonna choose this myself.
I don't have to take this abuse from you. I came here to relax. Shove off and find someone else to bother. I want to watch the dancing girls.
Oh yeah, these guys are still dead. So 2 and 3, I did quite like how you definitely see Anakin's conflict and progression into evil. It wasn't instantaneous, it was a slow burn. I feel like they took it for granted that everyone knew that Anakin was going to get someone pregnant, so they glossed over a lot of story with him and Padme. Yeah, I can see and agree with that. It's also a little weird because they met when Anakin was 9. And she was like 14. Then here he comes back 10 years later. He's 19. She's 24. May not seem like a lot of an age difference at that point, but early on is a little creepy. Padme was very young in episode 1. Very young.
How'd you like that?
What the hell we got going on
You
here?
guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Karadumpa kunpa yiyamoka paata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun. Tongna bun shanyunyan.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamulet.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way. Okay.
That's a big gun.
Tunipudu. Rana no prata don't no sercha. Ichua benki.
Watana wa mamulira. Kenjunju pasha. Wa bule muliraji. Jonitun durji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Palamuris.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Canderous. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Those Valkers are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down.
Who are you?
I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Yeah, you got a big gun. There's a lot more of these guys walking around in this modded version than in the original. This place was mostly abandoned before.
How'd you like that?
How am I missing? Oh, hey, I leveled up. Yay, I gotta level up. I can level up my attributes. 4 and 6. I've watched them a few times. They're great, but they really felt like a sequel to another story, which in hindsight isn't a bad thing, as we got the original story eventually. There were some random moments that had flaws. That character development was random, like Luke. Yeah. I mean, it depends on how you see it, honestly. I mean, that's also kind of the point of it feeling like it's the sequel to some kind of other story. That's kind of what he was going for. It was supposed to harken back to the old movie like serials that played before movies. You're going to the theater to see this film, but just before, here's like 5 minutes of some other random show for you to see. You're just kind of thrown into the middle of an ongoing story with no idea what's going on, and unless you had a lot of money and a lot of disposable income back then, you weren't going to be seeing the whole thing. I definitely want more strength. Oh, I literally have a single point, huh? Alright, yeah, more strength. Just make me strong. Make me strong, girl. And I got one. Oh my god, because I'm a soldier, I barely get any points for skills. This sucks ass. I don't even have enough points to bring up my persuade level. Oh, I can't even do repair or secure. Oh, that's mega ass. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna be very fucking aware. And feats. I could make myself better with melee weapons or single thing. Or do I want to give myself the dual wielding option? You know what? I'm gonna give myself the dual wielding option. Do you think Disney will ever sell it back to him? The way they're flushing themselves down the toilet with too many questionable flops, Disney are going to have to either come out with something spectacular or sell off some franchises. Disney is too big. Disney is so big and they make so much money, something could do absolutely terribly and they'll just let it die if it's not making money anymore. They won't sell it off to anyone else. They'll just let it die. Unless someone decides to offer them a lot of money that, you know, is worth their time. I mean, it's what happened with Power Rangers. Disney was going to let the franchise die a little bit after they bought it. But then Saban came back, offered them a crap ton of money, and he bought back all the franchises and stuff they had initially bought off of him. So, someone would have to approach them with a crap ton of money to try to attempt to buy Star Wars. I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think George Lucas would want it back. If he wanted it back, he probably never would have sold it in the first place. Which is so crazy that he did. That he actually did sell the franchise. He had been making so much money off of it. Literally from just toy sales. He was getting a cut of the merchandising the entire time from when the first movie came out. He was getting the merchandise money. Not like the studio or anything. They didn't care, so he took it and it just stayed like that since. He made more money. He's definitely made more money off of the merchandise than he ever has on the films themselves. Ron Gilbert did manage to buy back Monkey Island, so anything is possible at this point. Yep. Again, it's just all about what is the price people are willing to pay, and what is the price that Disney is willing to give something up. And generally, they won't give something up. Oh, I can talk to Karth again.
Yes, what's on your mind?
More questions.
I'm all ears, beautiful.
Did you really just call me beautiful? Alright, what do I say here? 1, 2, 3, or 4? All these shit live actions is proved. They just make them to keep the cut. Exactly! That's what a lot of the live-action remakes are, just so they can keep the copyrights renewed and valid. Although, the Mickey Mouse copyright is in fact about to expire. Kind of. Sorta. Specifically, Mickey Mouse in black and white. If Mickey Mouse is in color, that is still covered. It's still covered by the copyright law. That expires in like the 2050s, I believe. Technically, they don't have Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, they do not have. They do not have the copyright rights to Winnie the Pooh as a character, but they have the copyright everything for Winnie the Pooh wearing the red shirt, their Disney version. That's the one they have. They have the rights to that design, so you could be Winnie. You could have any Winnie the Pooh you want, so long as he doesn't have that red shirt. Disney can't do shit. Original book is public domain. The only thing they still have is Tigger, Winnie the Pooh, and the red shirt. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Winnie the Pooh in a red shirt is Disney property, is Disney copyright. Anything else, public domain. And you say 4, so yeah.
Maybe I'm just avoiding your questions. Is this really necessary?
Don't be such a child. Just answer a few questions. Yeah, I'll be somewhat nice to Karth. Not if you have a problem with it.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
Well, that came out of nowhere. Tigger hasn't entered public domain yet. I think the first book with him came out years after the first book or something. Probably. Probably, yeah. Oh, man. Are you getting testy again?
I don't get testy. I get angry. And if I was angry, you wouldn't have to ask me if I was. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endo Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Wasn't really in the position to know what happened.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people. And for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
Well, just a soldier.
I don't know. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors.
Yours public domain. The voice actor died, so Disney retired the character. Well, that's sad. At least now he gets some rest. Alright, I'm gonna be a little, testy with him.
No? Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board, but hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises.
I think they don't have the copyright on Higher One Dalmatians. They have the copyright on Roger Ratcliffe and Anita, but in the original book they were Mr. and Miss Dearly. The Dalmatian couple was Pongo and Mrs. Oh. Interesting.
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe.
Try something to be the last mistake you make. Oh my god.
has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
You haven't heard the last from me on this.
All right. You must be the most damn persistent woman I've ever met. We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that interaction. In fact, that is where I am going to save for today. I think that's a good spot. Nice little bit here and there. This is just one we're going to be slowly going through. That's my... Yeah, it's starting good. So yeah, let's look at my schedule again, and oh, that's right. Tomorrow we are back to Fruit of Grisaya, continuing with Yumiko's route. So, that should be fun. Hopefully. So let me turn that off for you guys. Perfect. I can close that out for myself. Yeah, so I should be back here by about 6 o'clock tomorrow night again for some more Fruit of Grisaya. So I want to thank, everyone for watching, commenting, lurking. Thank you again, Anonymous, for the 2 gifted subs. Appreciate that a lot. And just kind of let you guys know a little bit, for sure, next week, we got something special going on. We got something special happening on 2 days next week. Just to let you all know, there's something special happening. Something that has been about a year in the making. Yeah, special streams. Definitely special streams. I'll go into more details throughout, but, yeah, it's gonna be a fun old time. Definitely a fun old time. So, again, thank you, everybody. I should be back about 6 o'clock tomorrow, so hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time.